Good morning. It's December 11th, time for Advent calendars. Make sure to say hi in the comments when you show up. And here we go. Let's start with Cloudberry's Glow in the Dark. I'm going to pull in the board that has the puzzles that we have so far. So we're making good progress. In a couple more days, we'll have half of it done. And I'll probably take a picture at night while it's glowing. So that'll be super pretty. So I have no idea what's going to happen in here today. Tiny little bit of hint. It's green. So let's go. Okay, so wait, today's 11. We did 10 already. And here's 11. Alright, let's find out what we have. Joke. Where do squirrels stay during the holidays? The Nutcracker Suite. Alright, that's a bad pun, but not as bad as yesterday's strange riddle that I couldn't figure out. Okay. I think the all-time worst pun joke will still be the Christmas tree family reunion. Okay. Let's go. So, oh, that means today it's going to be a squirrel. Hi, Nikita. Hope your week is going great. Yes, my week is going quite well. I hope yours is too. Whatever you're doing, I hope it's going well. There's just so much going on. Planning to play an escape room tonight with some friends. And let's see. So we have squirrels. I know it's... Oh, here's a face. It's sitting on something. Is there more than one squirrel? Entirely possible. Alright, let's put squirrel parts together. Here, there's a second squirrel here. Now, yeah. A few days ago, I was talking about my bird feeder and the squirrels that were stealing the seed from it. Now here I am building a squirrel. I mean, they're cute, but my bird feeder feed is for the birds. And I'm not the one who feels that way. Mark Rober had this whole war against squirrels too. He has a whole bunch of videos where he's well, I guess he actually built an obstacle course for them. It's not really so much a war against them, I guess. But he definitely had squirrels going places he didn't want them to. Alright, so I'm not sure what this is. Okay, here we have... There, I have two squirrels sitting on something. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a bird feeder. This seems to be a universal theme. Squirrels stealing seed from bird feeders. That's hilarious that this one actually immortalizes it. Okay, so now that I've done the squirrels, let's do the round part of the frame. So if there's a symmetry in this puzzle, my guess is there's going to be a curved quadrant over here, so probably around here. Is that cheating to use the rest of the puzzle to figure out what the structure is going to be like? Nah. We've got lots of puzzles to get through. Not cheating. Alright, so that means is this guy going to be vertical, horizontal? I don't know. No way, haha. Yeah, I mean, coincidences happen, right? Or maybe the universe heard me. Somehow they knew I was going to be talking about squirrels, and this one was just there waiting, laughing. I don't know. The universe works in strange ways. So we have this little guy here, and finish up this border right here. Yeah, I keep forgetting to go refill my feeder. It's still empty. My poor birds. They're like, where's our food? Although I always wondered how the birds knew that the feeder get refilled, because can they smell it? How do they just zoom by and do a flyby and check it out every now and then? I have no idea. My brain is occupied by the most random questions. I'm sure most people don't even give that a second thought. But like, you know, once I refill them, they'll usually show up like pretty quickly. Maybe they're just around all the time, and usually they're just like just trolling the neighborhood looking for things to eat. And sometimes when they find the bird feeder refilled, they're like, score. And I give birds weird voices in my head. Okay, here we have this part. The elves came and repainted the section for you as you slept. You know, that's I believe that. There was a Twilight Zone episode I saw when I was very young that really haunted me. I think it may have been Christmas time, I'm not sure. Anyway, it was basically the story was that things that go, the world was actually made up of a series of like how do you even explain it? The world, according to that episode, was just every minute in the existence was a separately built world. So sometimes when things disappear, it's because the elves or whatever made a mistake and didn't reproduce it in the next world. I can't remember what the scary part of that was. Maybe somebody was trapped in that world because he was basically reliving the same minute over again. Maybe I need to go look up that episode again. But it kind of haunted me to think that, you know, things were not persistent but were actually created. It's a weird concept to try and vocalize. Alright, so, but see, that could have happened because the future isn't written yet in that sense. And here we are, squirrels attacking a bird feeder. I have to show this to my husband. He will get a good laugh out of it because he has a first row seat to my squirrel war as well. Okay, so that's cute. Let's close that up. And pull in the other cloudberries. And I want to see what this mystery drink thing created is. It's going to be a snowman made out of marshmallows taking a hot tub bath in hot chocolate. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. Could be Olaf. Alright, let's see what we have in the box. Trivia. Finding the right puzzle piece releases dopamine, the happy hormone. Oh my goodness, yes. I think one of my quotes, is it the New York Times? Maybe? It has me saying something like that. That putting together, about why I love putting together jigsaw puzzles. Because every single piece is just like constant dopamine hit. That's why it's so addictive. Because you're just sitting there like drugging yourself, like, yes, yes. Yeah, I wonder if they got that from my quote. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, I as of today, my name has appeared in the New York Times 5 times, and all in puzzle capacities. Sometimes jigsaw puzzles, sometimes Sudoku. Yeah, I'm known for jigsaw puzzles. A specific niche like that is better than no niche at all, right? I always like ask my husband, like, are you proud of me? And he was like, yes, yes, yes. I still need his validation sometimes. 100%, that's science. Exactly. I think puzzles have gotten a much better reputation in recent years after the pandemic made it, widespread again. And I mean, we all benefit, like puzzlers. Puzzlers definitely benefit because there are now like so many more cool puzzles available. We are not considered that weird anymore. Okay, there's lots of different little patches going on in this image. Oh, it's not a snowman. It's just, oh, that's not cheap. Let's not put it in there. Oh, there's the steam here. And let's see. Let's look at a tree. Oh, the tree's up there. More house. Everybody in this village has pink houses. You'd think there'd be more variety. Okay. There's another bit of house. Oh, that's not house. That's present. That's a present bowl that I'm building up here. Okay. I'm cheating, I'm looking at this edge thing. I mean, it's not, you can't really cheat because there's no rules about this, but these are so small. I like to extend the puzzle experience as long as possible by making it a little bit harder. Okay, more lights up here. Oh, that's a teacup handle. Oh, it's not a creature, it's just marshmallows. I expected it to be a anthropomorphic marshmallow snowman. I have high expectations for my artwork. I say that, but actually I really just love whatever it is. What is this? Oh, there's little legs on this one. Somebody's sitting somewhere here. But there. Do we have the rest of the person? Yes, we do. Here's his head. And shut the teacup there. Does it join there? Yes, it does. This is connect here. The tree. The rest of the little guy. And this present. Alright, let's join this up. So this flower is like a bowl sitting on some kind of gift. Two more little houses, marshmallows dissolving in a hot chocolate in some kind of really fancy teacup, and this guy about to jump into a box full of snow. My interpretation. This works. Okay, very cool. Let's put this packaging away for tomorrow. And since the board is here, let's just pull in Gibsons. Maybe I'll rotate it so that the empty space would be down below and I can build there. So we have a few of these have two already in the stack. This one has two books. This one has two storefronts. Two star-shaped, different snowflake shaped, star shape. So today's going to either probably be one of these ornament shapes or gift shape. So here we are right here. So yesterday I was noticing that the inside of this box packaging is so pretty. It even had this gold printing on the inside. What I didn't notice, there's even like a puzzle themed design in it. It's so gorgeous. I don't know if I can get rid of this box when it's done. But I don't know what else I'll do with it. But it's really so pretty, like all the details everywhere, little puzzles, and it's so nice. I would live in that world. I think so. There's plenty going on. It's a nice little microcosm. I agree with you, Nikita. Alright, so we have this. Let's grab my scissors. Let's here for now. Oh, don't slide off. Goes number 11. Alright, what do we have? Oh, it looks nice and bright today. I think I see plates of goodies. I see a... is that a rat? Is that a squirrel? I love the synchronicity, like the multiple puzzles all having similar themes. But this okay, so here we go. That is a squirrel. And other woodland creatures, of course, but here's a badger or a fox. They've got little paper crowns, which are the kind you get out of a cracker, which is an English tradition. Let's see. Alright, let's build this first, and then we can talk about what's in it. Totally, another squirrel. Maybe I need to like set up my... Maybe if I set up a batch of seed without hot sauce today, some squirrels will visit me. But I don't want to train them to come and visit me, because and then if I do one without hot sauce and then they come expecting another one without hot sauce and then they get tricked or something. I don't want to be mean. I just want them... I want to leave the seed for the birds. Okay, so this is a table with lots of food. Oh, this is super cute. I'll have to look up which artist this is. I'm not familiar with this artwork. style. But I do like it very much. Squirrel Day. Hi Kimball, good morning. Yes, it's definitely a squirrel theme day for some reason. Okay, so whose head is that? Oh, it's a cat. I thought it might have been a rat, but it's a cat. Where's the top? That, here we go. Okay, so it's one of those like pear-shaped ornaments. So do we have somebody sitting at the bottom of the table too? No, it's on the side. That goes there. That goes there. Ooh, who's this guy? It's a beaver. We've already got a badger. Guess we'll find out. Let's see. Oh, look, they have crackers on the table too. I should build my Christmas crackers again. Let's see, maybe as a bonus I'll pull one in. Would that be fun? Not just advent calendars. Oh, that's a bunny! And this one, today's puzzle is super cute. Lots of little motifs. I love this. I can't really identify the food that's on the table. Some cakes, some cookies, something round and red. Could be anything. Roast tomatoes. These two, a beaver and a vole or mole, something. They're pulling a cracker. Oh, adorable. And there we are. This was so fast, so easy, but so cute. Oh, alright. This may be my favorite of the Gibsons this year. How can I flip this? Stay together, stay together. Nope, it did not stay together, but I really want to see what's on the back. Okay, looks like two young animals playing with toy cars. There's a young bunny and a young mouse or rat. Anyway, so let's put them back together again. This one today's a little bit loose. I will have to flip it back later. But right now, that's good. Okay. I will. The Ravensburger board, but I will move that over because the Ravensburger box is below other puzzles right now. So let's go with what's Gidge. Probably won't have a squirrel in there today. They seem to use bigger animals, but no less funny. 11. So this is the queue outside Santa's grotto, and some impatient teenagers, some happy young children. Well, let's see what happens. Okay. Lots of colourful action today. I haven't had a reindeer show up in a while. Since today's outdoors, maybe there'll be a reindeer. No, I don't see any reindeer fur. Okay. Now let's do the snow ground. So feet, elf shoes, regular shoes, fancy heels. Okay, there's a Christmas tree here. And okay, let's leave that. Maybe this yellow thing seems up here, but nothing else seems connected. Oh, maybe this one. Yes. What else? What else we got? Does it go here? No. So this is part of the curtain draping down. That looks like a jacket sleeve. Oh, here's pink. Somebody's pink jacket. Let's put that together. I was in the Lego store the other day, and I saw they were quite heavily pushing the minifigure surprise jigsaw puzzles. They're giant, like a bunch of them on different shelves. But it's basically a puzzle. You don't know what. It's a mystery puzzle. You buy the box and you put it together, and it can be one of like 6 designs of Lego minifigures, but Christmas style. I try not to indulge in those mystery boxes because it's a slippery slope. Because now you get one, you got to get them all. So I better not start on those. But I looked at it, it's like, that's kind of cool. Like, because I like Lego, and Lego jigsaws are fun too. It's a good combination. So now you know that it exists. I'm sorry, I'm a enabler. All right, so this looks like an elf outfit. Which way does it go? It seems odd. Okay. This is a different green jacket. Oh wait, it goes to so this kid's in green jacket. Somebody's in the blue. This guy's in blue. He's the face. That's the father of the family group. Agreed. I stay away from gacha. Oh, you know, now there's shops in LA that is just like 50 of those machines. You just go in and browse the different machines, see where you want to spend your money, and it's terrifying. It's like, I want to try them all, and I know I've got this, desire to collect things. So for my own safety, I need to not start. Because if I start, then I'm like, oh, well, I didn't get the one I really wanted the last time. But the people selling those things know that. That's why they make them. Oh, and my only defense is to just stay away. Even though they're super cute. And then they have all the collaborations or tie-ins with like different franchises or like anime or shows that you like, and you're like, oh well, isn't it? Anyway, you know what I mean. Okay, so there's a child here. I still don't know what's going on here. There's the advent puzzles are always fun. Hi Ling Fong Chang, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming. Yes, the Was Gitch is super cute. Every time we put one together to figure out what funny situation is happening. So this is now done. Let's see what we have. So there's an elf here. Oh, this child has emptied out a spider onto the elf, and this other child looks really excited about everything that's going on. In fact, so does this one. The adults, not so much, but the children love the chaos. How can they blame this on the reindeer? I thought this was supposed to be like a reindeer causing chaos. But yeah, this one's just poorly behaved children. That's a really big spider, I must say. To be able to, that's about hand-sized. You can just look for someone selling the one you really want, then you aren't left with 10 you don't want. Haha. Oh my goodness, that's what I did for the mini brands to get this thing. Because this one is also a blind box. They come in series, and I really just wanted this one. So I went on eBay and I bought this one for, I don't know what, like $10 or $7 something. It cost a lot more than the original toy did, but thankfully it wasn't like a super collector's item, so that I was able to get it for a decent price. Alright, so that's that. We can chill with the Reverie. I took out a bunch of boxes because I'm keeping the stacked Reverie in this box, but I realized every time they slide around, it falls apart, so I've stuck the boxes around it to keep it secure. It's a whole system. And I have this bookmark from early on so that I can figure out the order in which to put it back when I restore everything. Because I like restoring things to how they started. So that will be there. Let's move this here. Okay. I wonder if the individual Was Gitch come together in a whole image in the end. They do not. But what is happening is that each image is based on a small part of this big image, that something's happening, like see today's chaos was actually based on what's happening a few moments ago in this little section here. So this whole family's just standing in line, and then this is what happens after this child puts a spider on this elf. So the source is one full image, but the small puzzles are not. So that's the way the Wasgitch uses the concept where, you know, a few minutes later, what happens. Although the Cloudberries ones are joining up to form a full image. So again, a lot of variety in the advent calendars. I was wondering the same thing. Yeah. So that's the answer. Box management. Yep. I learned the hard way. Oh yes, Italy, La Befana. Yes. Let's read story. La Befana is a witch-like figure who flies on a broomstick to deliver gifts in the form of small toys and sweets to good children on Epiphany Eve on January 5th. Naughty children may receive chunks of coal in their stockings, however. Yeah, I talked about La Befana a few days ago because I've been to Rome around Christmas time, and there was this Christmas fair, and there was these like chunks of crystallized carbonized sugar, which look very much like coal, but it's actually candy, and so it's a traditional gift for kids, I guess. Still like Wasgitch anyway. I'm with you. It's fun. I do not do it on a regular basis, but the Wasgitch advent calendars are pretty cute. So today, I'm excited to do La Befana. I wonder if I should send a picture of this one to my Italian friend. She doesn't do jigsaws, but she's the one who taught me about La Befana. And I was like young at the time, and I'd never heard of it. And I was like, oh, it was just fascinating to me. Okay, so the red stuff, I believe, is her dress. And it doesn't seem to be well known outside Italy. I've been like wanting to get a La Befana Christmas ornament, which I didn't get one at the time, and I regret it because, you know, it's just a nice souvenir. But of course now my Christmas tree is just way too crowded for any more ornaments. My Christmas tree is so crowded that now I've started like putting up the ornaments in shifts, like some are the odd years and some are the even years, because there's not enough room to put up all of them. Just will take forever, and the tree will be super crowded. So it is two reasons not to do it. And I try not to buy any more new ornaments unless it's absolutely something I absolutely really want. And you know, sometimes I still get given Christmas shaped like puzzle ornaments, for example, through like various subscriptions or what. Like I was subscribing to micro puzzles, and sometimes some years they'll include a puzzle ornament as part of the Christmas gifts or something. So you can't say no to those. All right. Here's the picture. Oh, she's in front of the moon. So here's the dress. And here's the other piece of broomstick. It's very much witch-like, very similar to. Oh wait, that's not the moon. That's her sack of presents. I remember when my friend explained to me that it was the Epiphany, so that it was January. The Epiphany was on January 6th, which meant like counting 12 days after December 25th. And I was like, oh, is that what the 12 days of Christmas are? I was always confused by that because I didn't grow up religious or knowing very much about. I think is it Catholics that celebrates the Epiphany? It doesn't seem to be a Protestant thing. Anyway, I don't know a lot about the actual religion. I just know what mainstream Christmas knowledge there is. Anyway, still fun to put together these pictures, and I love learning about all the different traditions. So let's finish putting together these trees. Alright, so what's next? Oh, this goes here. And everything looks kind of similar after this. Alright, there's a section of the snowy trees. Let's move those over there. Alright, still a little bit more snowy background here, so let's finish that. You could say that you learning about that was an epiphany. It was. I experienced an epiphany. I don't actually know why it's called the Epiphany. Was there some kind of thing that was revealed after the 12 days of Christmas was up? I mean, my brain wants it to make sense of it like that. But if you know, put it in the chat, or maybe I should just go look it up. It's probably on Wikipedia somewhere. It's fun because I always have these questions in my head, but then I don't go and do the work and find out. Just find the answers, because they're probably available if I ask. Nowadays, I mean, it used to be the thing where you wondered about something and you just had to keep wondering. But nowadays with Wikipedia, the answers to all your wondering is usually available. Let's see. Okay. Where's her knee? This is part of the broom. Okay, and this is part of the courtyard that's in here. That's a knee. That's a bit of the snowy background. I think that doesn't go there, no. There is a lot of building. Maybe I should do the edge first. Alright. Side edge. Bottom edge. More bottom edge. No, not bottom edge. Right there. And that also looks like bottom edge. Alright, have I pulled out most of it? This is, where is this? What's the side somewhere? I'll just put it up there for now. Okay, why don't we try these trees? Give it let's knock it down a little. Alright, you can tell which way the trees are pointing because the snow on them make a little peak. So at least you can orient the pieces the right way. I turned up the heat today and it may be too warm to be wearing the Santa hat. But now I got hat hair, so I can't take it off. Alright, there. Those trees weren't as hot as I had feared. Did they join up there? No, they do not. Where does that go? Are there any more pieces? Here we go. This one. Nope. Lots of little. Thank goodness this isn't a bigger puzzle. Otherwise, it'll be just a struggle. I remember during COVID, my employer gave us a holiday-ish puzzle. It was a snow puzzle. There was so much snow. I did not even attempt it. I just gave it away. I was like, nice thoughts, but you are not a puzzler and you do not understand that this is not a fun puzzle. Okay, I don't know why that doesn't go in there. Is it? Should it go in there? You know what? It doesn't, because this one goes there and this one goes there. It's a false fit. That's totally my bad. Alright, we got the tree done. These are little trees that will go in the background here. Do I have them upside down? I do. Santa must have a fan in his head for when he visits all the warmer locations. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine being having a job as a store? Well, no, in Singapore, it's super warm, even in December. And Christmas is fairly well celebrated there. But the thing I hear from people who visit Singapore that they're surprised by is how strong the air conditioning is everywhere. And malls are definitely air conditioned, and they dress for like super warm summery weather, and then they step out of their hotel room or to go to whatever thing they're doing, and if they're going somewhere air conditioned, they freeze, because Singapore's air conditioning is super strong, because the people who live there don't like being perspiring like crazy because it is warm. And it surprises me because like that's not so much the case here in the US. If it's warm outside, it's just going to be warm wherever you go. Even the indoor places, like air conditioning is expensive. Like, use electricity. So people just dress for the day, and yeah, they go with that. But I thought that was a funny observation that people say, I went to Singapore and I froze. I'm like, that makes no sense. Reverie, smaller pieces should be switched to normal size next time. I kind of agree that, because I definitely struggle more with the Reverie puzzle each day, because the images are really pretty. They have a lot of detail, but as you could see, there is a bit of false fits occasionally because they're so small and it's hard for me to see the false fits. And you also have to like look really closely to be able to see the beautiful detail, because it's so small. It's a pity, but if you make it bigger, then it costs more, because already the Reverie advent calendar is not cheap, because there's 24 of these, and I think these are 100 pieces each, so that's like 2,400 piece puzzle, just smaller. I'll make it heavy. And the other thing is also, for me at least, these are shipped from Australia. I did find a US supplier, but they're made in Australia, and Reverie being an Australian brand, they're not easy to find. They're like, not Amazon. Amazon like doesn't have it with free shipping and whatever, like a lot of other puzzle brands that I do. So I think production costs and shipping costs is definitely something they keep in mind, I think. But I do agree that these puzzles are a bit more challenging because of the size factor. I definitely have a piece in the wrong place for this. Oh wow. See, as we said, the false fits. At least now the edge is done, and you can slowly finish up this interior. Right, so some more snowy stuff up here. Go. I know you go there. There. And this goes there. Get this knot. Let's go down here. There. And my hand blocks everything. You can't see it when I'm putting a piece in. Okay, I think here, tree line or building line. These are roofs. Let's see. Don't know it. How about this little part? There we go. Okay. Just building up the snow in the background. So this little cluster of houses are next to an open space. Oh, is that a steeple of some kind? Yes, I think it is. Oh, it's a clock tower. I guess I would have known that if I looked at the picture closely. It's not even a clock tower. It's just a tower. Alright, so now... everything just looks like little buildings now. Oh, this chat. Nikita says, I've personally been really loving smaller pieces. It feels more satisfying somehow. That being said, I have small hands. It's already expensive grinching on piece size false economy. No, I'm actually looking at micro and mini puzzles right now on eBay. I buy puzzles at Saluan anyway, so all these puzzles not in my price range. The first time I did, okay, this is different things about it. I wanted to mention that I once got this puzzle from Japan. It was a 2,000 piece puzzle, and I didn't look at the box very carefully because a lot of it was in Japanese. But when I opened it up, the pieces were tiny. They were almost like this size, and it's a 2,000 piece puzzle. So when you complete it, it was maybe about like yay big. But the thing I realized about it when I was building it was that I didn't have to, like, you know, reach across the table for it, because normally I'm small and that limits my reach. I'm still small. But yeah, I found I really loved that it was small enough that I could assemble it without having to reach all across the table, even though it's a larger count puzzle. And I did make, well, it was a number of years ago, so my eyesight was probably a little bit better then. The small factor wasn't an issue for me. Like with this one, I guess if my eyesight were better, maybe wouldn't be an issue. I'm wearing my glasses though, and it's still hard to see sometimes. But there we go, a really cute little puzzle. The regular size reveries are very nice to put together. Let's see. I've done one. I've got like 2 more that I haven't had a chance to open yet. I have a 1K on the way that will end up the size of a 500 piece Ravensburger. I'm buzzing. What brand is that, do you know? So it's a small, oh, here we go. The Ravensburger combination. It's bigger than my foam board by just a bit. I think it's going to be taller and wider. So I've got to be very careful not to knock the edges off. But yeah, smaller puzzles, form factor, I think that's a consideration. And like micro puzzles are great to bring when traveling because they fit like in small places. The only thing is that, you know, if there's a few pieces, they get finished so quickly. All right, so today is Bahamas, Caribbean beach. Oh, it's pretty. Here we go. I'm going to leave the edge pieces in the box. That way you can build it and immediately put it in there. You know, this is one puzzle I really, really hope I do not drop on the floor, because I will never be, it'll take me forever to separate these out into its individual puzzles. Because like, I'm not gonna pick it up, but the Wasgate, for example, each one has a different print on the back. The Cloudberries all have a different number on the back. And also the Gibsons has a different color on the back of each one. So they consider the fact that you might be keeping them all the puzzles out together and may accidentally get mixed up together. Ravensburger, this being their first year, may not have realized that. Especially since they're asking people to join them all together. So there's definitely going to be the chance of cross mixing. Alright, let's put these together. Oh, missed one piece. Educa Gaudi Mini. Oh, image made me laugh. I needed it and found it for €7 brand new. Wow, that sounds like a real bargain. I will have to look at Educa's Minis. I've never done one. Although I definitely have enough puzzles to keep me busy without buying any new ones for a little while. Although I just purchased a bunch of the Euro Jigsaw Jam contest puzzles. because those are fun to do live with all the other European puzzlers, and now a lot of non-European puzzlers too. So that would be fun. And they have access to all these European brands that I wouldn't be able to easily find on my own, because I did that for the first, before I started buying from them. I would see their they will publish the contest results. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try and get that puzzle and see how I do, and it'll be just impossible to buy in the US. And then now they've started making custom puzzles of their own designs too, so I'm like, I got to get those from them. They look fun, and it's fun to compete against the other really world-class contestants. I'm nowhere close to ever going to beat Alejandro, for example, or even all the other new people like Victor. Yes, but it's still nice to be able to compete with them. Oh yeah, Hannah D was talking about everyone putting their order together to save on shipping for the EJJs. Genius. I do that for 2 people, me and my friend Elizabeth, because she lives fairly close to me. And yeah, shipping is not cheap. But when you consider that these puzzles are, hard to obtain otherwise, it's a worthwhile investment, and you get to do the competitions. And I do like supporting EJJ right now. So here, that's a Caribbean Christmas. No people, but a nice festive blanket and umbrella. And that joins up. And we've got a few minutes, so I'm going to do one of the, let's see, cracker puzzles that I have from Wentworth. I have this whole collection here. Oh, I didn't realize how many I had. Okay, let's see. This one is going to be hard. This one also looks a little hard. Ingenious cuts, they say. Michelle is a peach. She is so nice. I met her at Worlds last year and interviewed her. It was really fun talking to her. Okay, I'd say vote, but the chat on this stream is a couple minutes behind. I think, you know what? Let's go 12 Days of Christmas. It's kind of countdown themed, so I'll do the other crackers on the other days if I go fast. I'll try to keep this under an hour. Here we go. Comes in this gorgeous little gauze bag. And look at all the whimsies. Alright, this is a ring. Oh, 12 Days of Christmas. 5 golden rings. Dancers. 11 dancers dancing. 2 French hands. What else we got? That looks like it. Alright, let's flip these over. Okay, I think you can see the baubles and there's numbers on them, so you can orient. It's a 6 or 9. Ooh, this stripy thing. I don't remember. I didn't look at the image very closely, but oh, it's a bow on the top of the tree, maybe. Let's see. Oh, I haven't done a wooden puzzle in a few days. I've forgotten what. Like all of a sudden, I've been using all the the tiny little cardboard ones. Okay, here's the base of the tree. Here's number 3. I assume it's going to be like numerically going down from the top. Oh, there we go. 1. Maybe this fits here. No, it's 3. This looks like a milking maid. 8 maids milking, perhaps. I'll keep the whimsies flipped over for as long as I can until I need them to fill in the holes. Oh, 7 swans are swimming. There we go. And this looks like 10 boats are leaping. I clearly have sung that song many times now. I will not sing it today, but at least I remember enough to put these together. This looks like this one. That's 5 golden rings. Oh, the ring whimsy goes right on it. That's cool. Let's go in here. Okay, now I've got 5 golden rings stuck in my head. must not sing it. I have a terrible habit. I do sing every time the song is stuck in my head. And my teammates for competitions, they prefer I wouldn't, but they have accepted it as one of my quirks. Because I'm not a great singer either. I just like singing. What that looks like goes there, but it does not. It goes here. Okay, so that's most of the bowl. Oh hey, I found a partridge in the pear tree. That's four calling birds, 3 French hens. So don't know where that goes. Alright, here's part of the bowl. Oh, is that the top? Is the partridge in the pear tree? Yeah. Oh, okay, this goes here so that the 2 French hens can take that space. Again, it will be easier if I just put the whimsies in, but I like the fun of putting it right at the end. So this gives me a slight challenge to work without it. And I got that. I think, yeah. Where does this go? Alright, 8 meats and milking. How many drummers? 12 drummers? No, 9 drummers? Oh, things get fuzzy after like 8 or so. 7 swans of swimming, 9 ladies dancing. 9 ladies dancing. Here we go, drummers drumming, ladies dancing. And so again, there's 12 days. So this maybe these are on the Epiphany days, because you know, it says 12 days of Christmas. As a child, I just assumed it would be the 12 days before Christmas. But if you start giving gifts on Christmas Day, it makes sense that it's the 12 days after Christmas. Right, why doesn't it go in? It does. All right, here's 8 mates milking. That joins up. Yes. Oh, what? Oh, here you found another whimsy. It's a pussy. Piper's piping. That's right. And that's a partridge. Also, never seen a real life partridge. Okay, I think we're close. 11. I'll just name the things. I won't sing. And this last one goes in here. All right, so why is the partridge all the way at the bottom? Okay, so 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids milking, 7 swans a swimming, coming out, a lot of birds, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, here we go, rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. There we go. That's super cute, and it's like 40 pieces. You're so good with the wood puzzles. I have not done many. Very enjoyable and very different they are, and the shapes are so different. You can actually use the shapes more, and you have the whimsies to look forward to. One technique with the wooden puzzles is that you take the whimsies and you just build around it, because the shape they're not interlocking, so the pieces adjacent to the whimsy will have all these straight lines, so it makes it easier to find. And then once you build those, you have these islands that you can start working up from there. So it's a good focal point for solving. I wonder if this can be turned over. Probably. Oh, it's small enough that it can be almost. But you can kind of see where the shapes are with the whimsies. Alright, so Wentworth uses laser cuts, so sometimes their wood pieces have a bit of laser burn on it. It's not terrible. I don't consider it a problem, but sometimes it makes it a little harder to see the whimsy cuts. Like hand cut on a saw doesn't have that problem, so the whimsies stand up quite a lot. I'll pull this out a little so you can see. So even though it's a small little puzzle like that, it still has 5 different whimsy shapes, which is really nice. I joined you in the final chorus, Partridge in the Pear Tree. Yay! I'm really restraining myself not from actually singing. Great puzzles today again. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for joining, Nikita. And yeah, in fact, maybe the rest of the month I will also like pull in some and do the rest of these cracker puzzles, because might as well, I only get to do them once a year if I remember to pull them out at all. And I also have ornament puzzles. You know, I'm just gonna throw this in on the days that I have less than 8 puzzles to put together. But yeah, my table is chaotic, and I will be going live for EJJ competition in an hour. But for now, thank you so much for joining me. It was good to see everybody. Hope you had fun. I wish you a great rest of your day, and see you same time tomorrow. Thank you, Ling Fong Chung. Thank you, Scrapple Jake. Thank you for joining me. It's good to see you. Thanks, Nikita. I'll try. Hopefully I can catch you, but I've got things going on today too. But thank you for joining me. Alright, so I've got to now pack away all my puzzles. Let's see, I had a postcard for this. This box should be filled up by the end of the month. I hit something with that. Okay, these don't fall apart so easily, so I don't need to stack them up the way I did for the others. I'll just leave this here for now. That's not a good idea. Alright, I'm going to log off now. Bye bye.